All right, folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas, ATS.io, the Monday doubleheader week one. It's a great concept. I know a lot of people would love to see a doubleheader each and every Monday, but it's fun coming out of the gate. We get a doubleheader. These will be high-handle games. Let's talk about them. And I think we're going to get, personally, different styles of games here. Let's start with the Steelers laying 6 at the Giants. The total on the game is 46.5. If Roethlisberger stays upright, the Steelers can be really, really good this year. Maybe flying under the radar. Yes, they're sitting there knowing the Ravens are the team to beat in the AFC North. But if they can get the running game going with Connor, and you know Roethlisberger's got chemistry, Juju Smith-Schuster, they can stretch the field, do some really good things. But I think in this particular game, looking against the Giants and Daniel Jones, can the Giants take a step forward in his development second year? The one thing I would say is he looked really, really good last year. I mean, for a kid, he justified the pick. People, poo-pooed that pick, but he really stepped up, had a nice season. Love some of the weapons they've got. Sterling Shepard could make some noise. And, of course, Saquon Barkley can break a long one at any stretch. It's an out-of-conference game. There are no fans again. I've got a feeling this is a game that might surprise some people. Could be really high scoring in nature. I like this game to go over the total of 46.5. Now we get to the get out game. Titans at the Broncos. Tennessee is laying 2.5 here. The total on the game is 41.5. Tennessee, Tannehill got paid. Henry's an absolute monster, but no, through long stretches of the season, they were very cautious with Derrick Henry. He could have put up ridiculous numbers had they ridden him a little harder during the regular season. But he's a monster. They had great momentum at the end of last year. Could be real salty again out of the gate. And don't sleep on A.J. Brown, his ability to stretch the field. Davis is looking for improvement, looking for a contract. This is a Tennessee team. Very interesting. Now you throw Jadeveon Clowney gets in there on the defensive side of the ball. But this is a physical football team. As for Denver, very quietly, Drew Lock won 4 of his 5 starts last year. They get Jerry Jeudy. They get the speedster from Penn State, who's questionable for the game. But I think there could be a little bit of a transition period here. Maybe they try to really establish Melvin Gordon. So you got Henry on one side, Gordon on the other. And I got a funny feeling that we could see a lot of field goals here. I think this might be one of the fewer games where the fans aren't going to matter to me. And the other thing is playing at altitude. And these guys have not been hitting anybody. They're not in game shape. I think fatigue could become a little bit of an issue. And this is a game played a lot closer to the vest. So I like the first game, the Steelers and the Giants, to go over the total. But even though you're looking at a total, a low one of 41.5, I think the odds makers are onto something here. I think the field goal kickers could be busy in this game, like the under in the get-out game. But it's an intriguing Monday night doubleheader, first weekend of the NFL season. Excited to be talking football again with you. Let's watch and learn this weekend the great unknown, football without fans for the most part, and see how we apply it to the games in week number 2. Good luck this weekend. Brian Blessing in Las Vegas for ATS.io.